Hello once again, my name's Kurt. Welcome to my fun quiz, number 147. If you want to take part in this quiz, grab yourself some paper, pen or a pencil, jot down your answers. I'll give you all the questions first, all the answers come at the end. That's it. The whole thing takes about 30 minutes. So good luck and enjoy the quiz. This one has 6 rounds. There are 8 questions in each round, and your rounds are general knowledge, nature, a connection round, what connects all the answers, sport, find the link, and as usual some pictures to finish off with. If you're ready, we'll begin. Round 1, general knowledge. And your first question is, what word describes height above sea level? What word describes height above sea level? Question 2. What is the main ingredient of glass? What is the main ingredient of glass? Number 3. A nectarine is a variety of which fruit? Question 3. A nectarine is a variety of which fruit? Question number 4. Which Old English coin was known as a tanner? You youngsters might struggle on this one a bit. Might have to be of a certain age for this question. Which Old English coin was known as a tanner? Question 5. Who was the Greek god of the sea? Who was the Greek god of the sea? On to question 6. Which author wrote The Hound of the Baskervilles? Which author wrote The Hound of the Baskervilles? That is question 6. Question 7 is, up until 1985, when it was disbanded, the NUM was the trade union for which workers? Up until 1985, when it was disbanded, the NUM was the trade union for which workers? And your final general knowledge question, number 8. The national flag of Finland has what colour cross on it? The national flag of Finland has what colour cross on it? On to round 2 then. Nature. Your first nature question. Number 1. Which beetle was sacred to the Egyptians? Which beetle was sacred to the Egyptians? Number 2. Which bird is associated with Lundy Island? Which bird is associated with Lundy Island? Get lots and lots of them there during the year. Number 3. For what is the glorious 12th not glorious? For what is the glorious 12th not glorious? Question number 4. Which is the largest member of the crow family? Which is the largest member of the crow family? On to number 5. What is the hummingbird's hum caused by? Question 5. What is the hummingbird's hum caused by? On to number 6. What name is given to the body a parasite feeds on? What name is given to the body a parasite feeds on? Number 7. What do Americans call a ladybird? What do Americans call a ladybird? And your final nature question is number 8. How many wings does a flea have? How many wings does a flea have? Okay, let's move along to round 3, your connection round. So what connects all the answers in this round? Remember, once you get the connection, just check back through your answers to make sure they do actually fit the connection. So let's start off with question 1. What is a two-dimensional drawing of an area which shows the countryside, a town, a country, or even the whole world? What is a two-dimensional drawing of an area which shows the countryside, a town, a country, or even the whole world? Question 2. What type of bean is a long, flat, green seed pod? What type of bean is a long, flat, green seed pod? Number 3. What do Americans call any urban or suburban area bounded by 4 streets? What do Americans call any urban or suburban area bounded by 4 streets? Number 4. Traditionally in bingo, what should you shout if you have a winning card? Traditionally in bingo, what should you shout if you have a winning card? That is question 4. Question 5. What word describes someone or something deserving of a specified thing? What word describes someone or something deserving of a specified thing. Question number 6. What is an event or competition involving the public display of animals, plants, or products? What is an event or competition involving the public display of animals, plants, or products? That is question 6, and if you've got that, you may have the connection now. But if you haven't, we have one final question, and that is number 7. To see the profile of something is to view it from which direction? To see the profile of something is to view it from which direction? And finally, number 8, what connects the answers for questions 1 to 7? Hopefully you've got it. We shall find out later. But for now, let's move on to round 4, which is a sport round. Your first question here is, what sort of eye accessory does Chris Eubank wear? What sort of eye accessory does Chris Eubank wear? Chris Eubank, the boxer. Number 2. What was cricket umpire Harold Bird's nickname? Very famous umpire. What was cricket umpire Harold Bird's nickname? Number 3. Who became the first black manager of a Premiership club when he took over at Chelsea in 1996? Question 3. Who became the first black manager of a Premiership club when he took over at Chelsea in 1996? And number 4. Which temperamental tennis player was dubbed Super Brat? Which temperamental tennis player was dubbed Super Brat? On to number 5. Which snooker champion Ray was nicknamed Dracula? Which snooker champion Ray was nicknamed Dracula? Number 6. What was the first name of Damon Hill's racing driver father? What was the first name of Damon Hill's racing driver father? And number 7. What sport takes place in a velodrome? What sport takes place in a velodrome? And your final sport question, number 8. In what sport is the Admiral's Cup competed for? In what sport is the Admiral's Cup competed for? Round 5 then, find the link. So in movies, what links the following? Question 1. FBI Cannibal Clarice. FBI Cannibal Clarice. What movie do they link to? Hopefully started off with a nice easy one. Number 2. Motel, shower, Bates. Motel, shower, Bates. Number 3. Freaks, circus, songs, Barnum. Freaks, circus, songs, Barnum. What do those link to? What movie do those link to? Number 4. Law enforcement, Murphy, Omnicorp. Law enforcement, Murphy, Omnicorp. Number 5. Christmas, Nakatomi, Gruber, McLean. What movie do they link to? Christmas, Nakatomi, Gruber, McLean. Question number 6. Jack, Annie, bus, bomb, 50 miles per hour. Jack, Annie, bus, bomb, and 50 miles per hour. Question number 7. Jessie, aquarium, orca. Jessie, aquarium, orca. And number 8. Overlook, Danny, red rum, here's Johnny. So question 8. Overlook, Danny, red rum, here's Johnny. What movie do they link to? Okay, on to your final round then, as usual. Some pictures, 8 pictures for you, and here is your first one. Can you name this film? Can you name this film? Great film, absolutely great film. Number 2. What is the title of this film? Excuse me. What is the title of this film? Which is an even better film. Number 3. What film is this? Question 3. What film is this? By now you've gathered the theme going through this round. And number 4. Can you name this film? Can you name this film? Number 5. Oh, what is the title of this film? Another great movie. What is the title of this film? Number 6. Oh, can you name this film? Again, brilliant film. Can you name this film? On to number 7. Oh, what film is this? Pictured here. So what film is this that's pictured here? Another great movie. And finally, number 8. What is the title of this film? Again, another great film. What is the title of this film? That is your final picture and your final question in the quiz. That's it. Everything is now in. Hopefully you've managed to answer all the questions one way or another. And if you now want to find out how we've got on, let's go through the answers for you. Starting with round 1, which was our general knowledge round. The first question was, what word describes height above sea level? That word is altitude. Number 2, what is the main ingredient of glass? Sand. Molten sand is the main ingredient of glass. Number 3, a nectarine is a variety of which fruit? It's a variety of peach. Number 4, which Old English coin was known as a tanner? That was a sixpence, which you used to put in your Christmas pudding. Number 5, who was the Greek god of the sea? Poseidon was the Greek god. Number 6, which author wrote The Hound of the Baskervilles? It was written by Arthur Conan Doyle and it featured Sherlock Holmes. Number 7, up until 1985, when it was disbanded, the NUM was the trade union for which workers? It was for miners, the National Union of Mine Workers. And number 8, the national flag of Finland has what colour cross on it? It has a blue cross on a white background. Okay, nature was your second round, and your first question here, which beetle was sacred to the Egyptians? It's the scarab beetle. Number 2, which bird is associated with Lundy Island? It's the puffin. It gets invaded by puffins during the year. Number 3, for what is the glorious 12th not glorious? Of course it's grouse. It's the beginning of the grouse hunting season. Number 4, which is the largest member of the crow family? That is the raven, big black birds. Number 5, what is the hummingbird's hum caused by? It's caused by its wings, the speed of its wings moving backwards and forwards. Number 6, what name is given to the body a parasite feeds on? It's the host. Parasite feeds on its host. And number 7, what do Americans call a ladybird? They call it a ladybug. Don't ask me why. Number 8, how many wings does a flea have? Trick question. It has none. It doesn't fly, it jumps. So a bit of a trick question there. Did I get you? Okay, on to round 3, the connection round. How did we get on here? Question 1. What is a two-dimensional drawing of an area which shows the countryside, a town, a country, or even the whole world? It is a map. Number 2, what type of bean is a long, flat, green seed pod? That is a runner bean. A runner is what I'm after. Number 3, what do Americans call any urban or suburban area bounded by 4 streets? It's a block. You do everything's in blocks, don't they, Americans? Number 4, traditionally in bingo, what should you shout? If you have a winning card, you shout house. Number 4, what word describes someone or something deserving of a specified thing? That word is worthy. You are worthy. Number 6, what is an event or competition involving the public display of animals, plants, or products? It's a show. Put things on show. Number 7, to see the profile of something is to view it from which direction? It's the side. You're looking at something from the side. So number 8, what connects the answers for questions 1 to 7? Well, the connection is road. Did you get it? Hopefully you did. Did you get all the questions right? Hopefully you did too. Well done if you did. On to round 4, our sport round. Question number 1. What sort of eye accessory does Chris Eubank wear? He wears a monocle. Number 2. What was cricket umpire Harold Bird's nickname? He was known as Dickie Bird. Number 3. Who became the first black manager of a Premiership club when he took over at Chelsea in 1996? It was Ruud Gullit. Number 4. Which temperamental tennis player was dubbed Super Brat? That was John McEnroe. Always cursing at the umpires. Number 5. Which snooker champion Ray was nicknamed Dracula? That was Ray Reardon, and it was specifically because it looked like he had fangs. Number 6. What was the first name of Damon Hill's racing driver father? He was Graham Hill. Number 7. What sport takes place in a velodrome? That would be cycling. And number 8. In what sport is the Admiral's Cup competed for? That's competed for in yachting. On to round 5 then. Find the link. Remember, all about movies. What links the following to movies? Question 1. FBI, Cannibal and Clarice. That is Silence of the Lambs. Number 2. Motel, Shower and Bates. That is Psycho, the famous shower scene. The Bates Motel. Number 3. Freaks, Circus, Songs and Barnum. That is The Greatest Showman. Number 4. Law Enforcement, Murphy and Omnicorp. That's Robocop. Murphy was Robocop. Number 5. Christmas, Nakatomi, Gruber, McLean, all in the greatest Christmas movie ever. That was Die Hard. Number 6. Jack Annie, Bus, Bomb, 50 miles per hour. Has to be Speed. Number 7. Jessie, Aquarium and Orca. Of course, Orca was the whale. It was Free Willy. And number 8. Overlook, Danny, Redrum, Here's Johnny. It's The Shining. Great book, great film. Okay, on to our last round, our pictures. all about movies. Question 1. Can you name this film? That was A Fish Called Wanda. Brilliant. Sticking chips up his nose there. Number 2. What's the title of this film? Even better film. Life of Brian. Best comedy ever. Monty Python, of course. Number 3. What film is this? You just answered a question on that. That's Speed. There they are on the bus. Number 4. Can you name this film? Very strange film. Life of Pi. Stranded on a boat with a tiger. Number 5. What is the title of this film? Great animated film. Zootropolis. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Brilliant. Number 6. Can you name this film? Great comedy, great farce. Airplane. That's George the autopilot there on the left. Number 7. What film is this? Tom Hanks in the foreground there. That is Saving Private Ryan. Matt Damon there, who was actually Private Ryan. And number 8. What is the title of this film? That is The Green Mile. Again, Stephen King book. Really good book. Great film starring Tom Hanks there. So that's it. That's all your answers in. Oh, I hope you've done quite well. I hope you're pleased with yourself. If you haven't done quite well, don't worry. It's a fun quiz at the end of the day. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you. Thank you for joining me again in this quiz. Thank you for taking part. Loads of other quizzes up on YouTube. If you like this one, try another one. If you enjoyed it, please share it if you know somebody else that likes a quiz. If you have any feedback at all on this or any other quiz of mine, drop me a line and let me know. So that's it. So once again, thank you for joining me. And for now, it just remains for me to say goodbye.